Yes. Yes. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How are you guys? I'm super happy to say, and I want to tell you that today I have decided to teach you the grammar as you have complained that you also asked me for the grammar part as well. Yes, yes, my dear friend, I don't know what is the reason behind of it. I'm trying that to fix my issues. Yes, can you hear me? At first, can you hear me? My voice is audible? Yes, my dear friend. Okay, so can you hear me? My voice is audible to you? Yes, my dear friend. Can you just guide me? My voice is audible? Yes, thank you so much. Well, today I have decided, wow, Jayant, it's all right now. Fantastic, thank you. Fine. So, well, I just want to tell you one thing that the most important thing is today that I want to teach you the grammar part, which is very, very interesting. And as well as the majority of the students, they make the mistake here. Well, I have decided to teach you in a such a way that you cannot face any kind of a trouble. Well, let's begin. Good evening, Jayant. How are you, dear? Yeah. So yes, that's really great. So today actually I'm facing little problem, but not to worry because this is also like a part of our life. Well, we just face this kind of a trouble as well. So here we go with that. Here we go with that. So good evening, Jayant. Good evening to all of you once again. So today that I want to teach you the grammar part. I am fine. Thank you for asking. Okay, fine. So today, actually, I just want to tell you that I want to teach you guys the grammar. So here we go with that. The simple present tense. Of course, what I want to teach you, I can tell you. The most important thing is that you have to understand in the grammar that we face lots of problem. But actually, I want to tell you the most important thing, how do you use this grammar in your conversation, specifically the simple present tense. But before that, I got to know that Pudding Hand said something to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you a lot to accept my request. Amazing, no one does this. Oh, no, everyone does this. I'm not at all the great. Well, I'm just trying that to give you because grammar is something that everyone knows it. only thing is that we sometimes do not apply in the nice way, or we make the mistake. Specifically holding hands, I saw one thing, I observed one thing. Whenever the simple present tense comes, you make normally the mistake. So therefore only I decided to give you, to teach you this thing, and that could be help to the thousands of the people as well. So let's begin this evening. Without further ado, we just start this thing, specifically the simple present tense. Well, here we go. So simple present tense, where generally we use that. Try to understand this thing, that where generally we use the simple present tense. So at first, I really want to tell you, I want to ask you that, can you see my screen? That's very important. Can you see my screen? Yes, my dear friends, can you just guide me? Can you see my screen? Yes, now can you see my screen? At first, I really wanted to ask you, can you all see my screen? That's very important to know about it. Can you see my screen? Okay, fine. So now, my dear friends, you can see that I want to tell you that simple present tense, the normally people, they make the mistake in the simple present tense. And what is that, the simple present tense? It shows your daily routine. Yes, now can you see that? Yes, fantastic. So the simple present tense is all about, it shows your daily routine. So yes, can you just tell me that what is this daily routine of us? So daily routine of us is all about that we just go to the office, we go to school, we go to college, we just wake up early in the morning, and then we just take our bed, right? These all are the things which actually we use it in our day-to-day life. Then we take our breakfast, then we just go for walk, or any kind of the habit if we have. So there generally we use the daily routine. So this is the one thing which you can understand, the daily routine is very important. Then the second one is that your habit. So the second important thing is that your habit. Habit means either that you just go for gym or walk or something, or you take the water, you take like a 10 to 12 glass of water. So that is also your habit, right? And then habitual actions. Suppose that, again, that the similar kind of the things, like that book reading, right? And newspaper, watching television, watching Netflix. This is something, your habitual actions. You every single day you do it the same similar kind of things. And then it comes your regular activities, means every single day you take your session, you just go for music class, dance class, go for some swimming session, something like this. This is called your regular activities. And then at the end, we can speak about the universal truth. In the universal truth, we speak about that anything which is related to our universal fact, right? Sun rises in the east. So that is called, this is called the universal fact. So sometimes we make the mistake whenever we speak this kind of the universal truth. So there also we have to understand, that is very important. Well, now I just want to tell you that the most important thing which I want to tell you, which is very, very important. The first one is, three things are very important, right, in the tense. One is the subject. Of course, without subject, we cannot make the sentence. The second important thing is that the verb, which is again very important. Without verb, we cannot use that any kind of the sentence in the simple present tense. And the third one is all about the object. So subject, verb, object. And one fact I would really want to add here, that if you can check any sentence, any single sentence in English language, you can get it that every time we get three things: subject, verb, object. These three things are there where that you can get it: subject, verb, object. Now what next? Next is all about, which is very important, that in the singular subject, we can use the singular verb. And what is that? Singular subjects are he, she, it, and name. Name could be anything. It could be that person name, it could be company name, it could be anything, country name, like all the individual entity. Anything which is the individual, single, there we always use the verb singular. So if the verb singular happens, then what is that? Always you try to understand, we have this formula that S or ES. We can use that. And the majority of these students, they make the mistake when they apply these things in the sentence. Specifically, whenever they speak or they write, they make it the mistake. And that is why I decided to tell you one thing, that S or ES is very important if these things comes under the simple present tense. Simple present tense means that your regular activities, your habits, your habitual activities, universal truth, or that your day-to-day activities. So always remember, there we use this S or ES. That is the singular. Then what is next? Next is all about the plural. Plural subject and the plural verb. Plural subject is all about, as you know, that I, we, you, they. Suppose I can speak like this, that my son goes to school every single day. That is what? Because my son is the individual entity. But if I talk about mine, then I can use this thing that I go to office every day. If I talk about myself, because as you know that I am I, so I go to school, sorry, I go to office every day. So this is what that you have to understand. Singular subject, singular verb. Plural subject, plural verb. Singular is all about S or ES. Plural is all about, as usual, the normal thing. Whatever that the actions which we take. That is called eat, walk, sleep, go, ask, sit, dance, jog, right? And walk, run, swim. These all are called the plural verb. So which we can apply in the plural subject. That is I, we, you, they. I guess that I'm clear to everyone. So what next? Next is all about the formula. Now we can see that what is the formula. In the plural subject, the formula is all about subject, verb, first form, object. Clear? Subject, verb, first form, object. No doubt. Because this is only one thing. As I said to you, in simple present tense, you can get three things: subject, verb, object. Not only in the simple present tense, if you can take any kind of a sentence, you can get this thing: subject, verb, so first form, object. This is the only one thing. So I really want to see that as much as sentences, you have to type in the chat sections and let me know you understood my point, what I want to say. So everybody knows about these things, that whenever, right now what I say, everybody, that means pratek, har insan ko pata hai. Everybody, if it's a singular, so singular, everybody knows about this, That's how to apply these things. But where is the mistake? Mistake is the only one that you really do not write in a nice way, or you do not remember the things. So my dear friend, what you have to do it here, that you have to remember only one thing, because this is the formula based, and we cannot change the formula until it has not changed by the any native speaker, right? Or the it is all about that native speaker. They speak in this way, so we adopt these things and we have to speak in this way. So the formula is all about subject, verb, object. So in the plural, subject plus verb first form plus object. My dear friends, without wasting time, I really want to see your sentences. What do you speak about all the sentences? Don't waste your time. Type, and type fast in the chat section. Yes, make it fast. I really want to see that, whether you can understand or not. Yes, my dear friends, are you there? Yes, my dear friends, are you there? So can you just guide me? Your sentence, plural with the plural verb. Subject is a plural, then verb is also plural. Holding hand, Joanne, don't. I walk daily. Naveen said that. Thank you so much for the lovely sentence. I walk daily. That's a great. This is what? Plural with the plural verb, right? Fantastic, lovely. Only I take class daily. Fantastic. Now it's on track. Very nice. Good. Don't stop yourself. As much as you can write down, so that I can really see that whether you can understand these things or not. Although that my students, they know very well that they can apply in the same way, but I really want to see that. Naveen said, we watch television. Fantastic. We watch television. Great. He reads book. Fantastic. She always tries to eat healthy. Wow, that's correct. So now the next one is all about the singular is the singular verb, and that is all about S or ES. Don't forget to put this S or ES. It takes time. We play football. She respects other. Wow, that's all the great kind of the sentences. That is why it is very, very important to understand that what is the most important thing, that every single day, whatever you do, there that you can apply only one thing, that the subject, verb first form, object. Subject, if it is a singular, subject, verb first form, S or ES plus object. And this is whole concept. You have to know about it. She writes poem. Fantastic. She writes poem. That's called the beautiful sentence. Father works hard. Fantastic. My father works hard. Wow. This is called the right way. Naveen said it that my father works hard. Although he couldn't speak like this, that my father works hard. It is incorrect. My father works hard. That is correct. Fantastic. Ram goes market. Fantastic. She works hard for her dream. Fantastic. I work in IT firm. Fantastic. We bathe daily. Fantastic. That's what. We bathe daily. That's what. That is what the right way to communicate. And this is why I'm telling to you that you have to understand only one thing. Subject is important. Verb is important. Object is important. That's all. We worship daily. Wow, that's called the beautiful sentence. We worship daily. This is what? Every single day, morning to evening, whatever you do, that you is called the simple present tense. That's the whole story. So you have to understand these things. My dear friends, here we go with the next one. I really want to tell you that how we can apply the negative one. Although that you can understand, this is the beautiful again, that in the simple present tense, we always use do not and does not. As you know that this is again very important. Do not. We use again. I wake up early in the morning. Wow, thank you so much for the lovely sentence. Oh, well, I really want to know that, do you know the difference between wake up and get up? Wake up means that once you wake up, your eyes are open. That is called the wake up. But if I talk about the get up means that once you just get ready, now it's a time to go out from the bed. And that is called the get up. So you have to understand the difference between wake up and get up. My dear friend, I could also tell you that we can also add the time as well. The time, you can mention the time as well. That could be more nice, but it is all about the correct sentence. And I wake up early in the morning. You can use it like this. Fantastic. Naveen said that Dhoni plays for Indian cricket team. Yes, Dhoni plays for Indian cricket team, but Dhoni played for Indian cricket team now that he is retired. But yes, of course, you said very correct. And the most important thing is that now also that he just he plays this franchisee one, right? He plays for that. Fantastic. Although the sentence is absolutely correct. That's really correct sentence. Always, Naveen, how that he used it. He used it all these things. If it is a singular entity, then he used there that DS or ES. Fantastic. Holding hands that the train leaves at 4 p.m. Wow, that is called the correct sentence. The train leaves at 4 p.m. That's called a very nice sentence. Well, without delay, we go to the next. Next is all about that negative. Negative is all about the do not, does not. Well, again, here the story comes. Singular. Singular is all about subject, do not, don't. Either we can use that do not, this is the one, and the don't is all about the contraction, right? We can use that contractions in our sentence as well. And for this, that you can see here, subject, do not, don't, verb first form, object. I don't like cartoons, right? That you can use it in your sentence. I don't like cartoons. We don't smoke cigarettes. You don't play carom, or they don't eat breakfast. So you can use these things in your sentence as well. That this is called the right way to communicate. Well, similarly, that if you can go with the singular subject, then what is that? How we can use it? Again, the subject, as you know, that verb is also there. Does not or doesn't, right? Does not or doesn't. Both you can use it. Does not, of course, the normal. Doesn't is all about, again, the contraction is there. Verb first form, object. He does not smoke a cigarette. Wow, that's for the beautiful sentence. He doesn't smoke a cigarette. Well, my son does not play with the toys. He does not like it to play with the toys, right? And the second one is that she does not like me. Wow, again, it's a correct sentence. It does not work properly. Yes, my AC does not work properly. Well, my extension cord does not work properly. I don't know what happened, but yes, it does not work properly. Well, Ravi does not get lazy in the morning. Fantastic. Now, my dear friends, it's your time to say. I really want that you have to use as much as sentences. Well, the do not, does not. This is what actually I want to tell you we can use in the negative sentence. So, my dear friends, without delay, you start your sentences, because I really want to see that how nicely you speak about the similar kind of a sentence with me. Because as you know that if you can speak, my son does not like to eat pulses, right? He does not like it to eat pulses. He really dislikes to eat pulses, right? So I just want to know that what is your point of view regarding this does not, do not, or don't, doesn't. You can use it anything, but you can understand one thing, the sentence should be appropriate, because as you know that, again, the individual entity, we can use only the doesn't, or this plural one is called only to not. Make it that, don't stop yourself to write down the right sentence in the chat sections. I'm waiting for your sentences, my dear friends. We don't like unkind person. Wow, this is called the right sentence. So I think so. Holding hand, you can understand these things, that how we can use it, these things in our conversations. So I believe that after this, you will not make any kind of a mistake. Well, before I go further, I just want to tell you one thing, that every single day I come at 9 o'clock. Please, you tell to your friends as well that to subscribe this channel, as well as you share to others as well this valuable video or valuable live sessions to them, so that they can also understand that how they can use this grammar in their conversations. Well, Holding Hand said something that she does not help her mother. Wow. Holding Hand said that she does not make any excuses. Wow. I don't prefer junk food frequently. Fantastic. This is called the right way. I just want to tell you that many people, they speak like this: my father will come on weekends. Although this is all about if your father will only come at that particular time, suppose that he just travel somewhere and that he will come on weekends only, so you can use it that my father will. But he usually travel, and usually that he comes to the home only on the weekends. Then you can speak like this, that my father always comes on the weekends, right? This is the right way to say. So that means that something is frequently, oftenly, or regularly, that it happens, but it happens like this. So there also you can use the S or ES in the sentence. That's very, very, very important. Well, there we go. My mother does not allow me to eat packaged foods. Okay, yeah, absolutely. That's true, and it is not good for the health as well. So your mother does the correct thing, right? Fantastic. So my dear friend Naveen, can you understand? Yes, I guess that you could also understand these things. I really want to tell you that as much as you can make the sentences, as much as you can speak in this way, because that helps a lot to communicate in English, as well as simple present tense is very important than anything, because as much as you are clear with the simple present tense, you can narrate the story nicely, you can speak a story nicely, as well as that we can do as much as good things, or like whatever we do, we always use the simple present tense in our conversation. Well, here we go with that. So Holding Hand said that I don't like her company. Wow. She does not put any makeup. Fantastic. I don't like clumsy person. Absolutely correct. So this is the right way to communicate. I just want to tell you that as much as you can make it the sentence, as much as you get the idea. She does not know about this. Yeah, absolutely. She does not know about it. So I just want to tell you that as much as Holding Hand, you make the sentence and you just clear with yourself that I can speak it in this way. So don't make any kind of a mistake when you use this simple present tense. And several times we only use the simple present tense. That's why that we have to know about the simple present tense correctly. Well, I just want to know only one thing. Holding Hand and Naveen, I really want to know that, do you understand what I taught today? If yes, please do type in the chat sections. Yes, I can understand what you have taught today. I really do request to everyone, whosoever learn these things today, that I really want to know that whether you could understand these things or not. Please do type in the chat section. Yes, I can understand these things. This is something that I really understood. I really want to know whether that you understand this thing or not, whether you get it or not. Thanks a lot. Today you cleared many of my doubts. Thank you so much for your lovely sentence. It means a lot. I really want to tell you, it is a good thing for me that you understood these things. And I just want to request you, please just continue in this way. S or ES is very important. There only that people generally make the mistake. I just want to tell you, do not make the mistake. Continue, correct it, yourself as much as and speak as much as with the S or ES. And that helps a lot to you. Thank you so much that you all have joined today. You all shared your valuable sentences with me. I can also understand these things that you all understood nicely this simple present tense. Well, in the next sessions, I will definitely take that interrogative or negative interrogative. Again, that is very easy, nothing there. But I really want to tell you one thing. I have a request to you all. Please do practice. Otherwise, it will not going to help you because everyone knows about it, I guess. But only thing is that I feel that they don't apply in a nice way. Therefore, only they make the mistake again and again. Otherwise, it is quite simple or quite easy as well. Thank you so much that you all have joined today. Thanks for just watching to me, and thanks that you all feel good that I do share something to you all, right? With this positive note, I stay here. We'll meet tomorrow once again, the second part of this simple present tense. Till the time, take care, good night, and stay positive, stay happy, keep learning. Bye.